wake up late, we don't care. JJ and Mengkin here to share. Sumo talk, ain't no flair. Lazy vibes in the air. Might go stumble through. Sumo tales just for you. No script, no cue.
Oi, why would you mute me while I was trying to do something?
Because it was ruining it and it was driving me
I was
crazy.
gonna say lazy vibes in the air.
Yeah. I know what you were doing. It was annoying.
Dang. Always 2 steps ahead of me.
Not really. I was truly behind you. I was like, where is this echo coming from? And awkwardly enough, it sounded like your voice sounded like the AI voice that was generated for it. So that's cool.
Oh, it's copying my voice, man.
Hey, there it is. It's a good voice to copy. I mean, it's you know what? I have to give it up to you, all right? Because you saw the promise of the current Yokozuna.
Yeah.
I'll show you. You saw
Yep.
it. You saw it. I saw it too a little, but I like to be more of a hater, and I try to go for the bombastic, the extra. But you're like, no, he's the guy. Asashoryu's son or nephew. This is the guy. I was like, okay, all right. You and Joe stayed on a pedestal. We were like yelling down, like, yes. And it's official. It's official. Yeah. And thank you for
but my prediction's already half of my prediction is correct. My prediction was somebody would get promoted, probably Hoshoryu, after Terunofuji retires. I mean, he did, but it wasn't like as I expected it, right? I thought it would be like he would get promoted first and then Terunofuji would retire, but the retirement happened before the promotion.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody saw that coming. I think most people thought he would wait till like March or May at least.
Yeah. And then when you find out about the complications of his health and the diabetes and the knees.
I mean, he's had that forever. I think this was his this was his last hoo-ha, truly. If he stated like if he lost 2, I think, or 3, he was like, I'm done. And he did. So
well, I think now that puts it into perspective, right? Because if Terunofuji was actually in the full basho, he was winning the basho. I don't think we can say the same for Hoshoryu.
I don't know, because like every time you see Terunofuji just fall off, not even fall off, jump off the dohyo, he always hurts himself every single time. That's when he always pulls out. He falls on his, doesn't even fall, jumps off of it, and you can see him go limp a little bit, and then next day he pulls out. That's every time he's pulled out, he's done that.
Okay, all right.
So like it wasn't he just couldn't do it anymore. It was done for him. Have you seen him? Have you seen him in his suit? Terunofuji in his suit?
Yes.
I was reading the Japanese article and they said, "Oh yeah, I couldn't get a custom made one in time, so I got the biggest one available, and it's kind of tight."
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know if Hoshoryu is going to be a good Yokozuna.
I think he is. I mean, the thing is, the JSA wouldn't have. I mean, a lot of things went in favor to Hoshoryu, but I don't think they would have promoted him if they did not see a promise in him.
Okay, all right. So
I think he's only 25 years old.
Yes, he's only 25. Super young.
If he keeps up what he did the last 2 bashos, he'll be fine.
I guess. What do you think it's going to look like the next basho, for instance? What do you think that's going to look like?
Well, you see the absolute fail of Kotozakura.
Yes.
Onosato just kind of got he got an Ozeki Kachikoshi at 10-5.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of irked by, like he wasn't in the run for most of it.
Yeah.
And like I don't see any younger guys coming up that'll be amazing. If you watch Judo,
hmm
Aonishiki, I think Aonishiki's gonna make it pretty far.
I think he is.
Even though Shishi won the Ukrainian face-off, I
This-
think Aonishiki is the one that's gonna make it further than Shishi is.
I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting.
If you watch Aonishiki, his sumo is very move forward, keep your feet. He keeps his feet under him. He's almost, you can pull on him and he almost never fire. I think I've only seen him lose twice by getting like slapped down or pulled down.
Mm.
He's very, very strong on his feet. He stays on his feet. You can't, like, I've seen so many people just like try to pull and they couldn't, like, he just follows through. I think he just has, he's still small. I assume he's going to put on more weight, but like he reminds me kind of like of Haruma Fuji
Okay.
a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
He's
He
not
also
very
has-
big. He's not
He
very
also has
heavy.
really good like rotational movement. You
Very
know,
good.
like when he doesn't push for that, right? But when he's there, he's able to like shuckle people off, which is a good thing to be able to do, right? Like, don't get me wrong, he's no Uda or anything along those lines, but
He's not going to do anything fancy like that. You can see
No.
glimpse of, like Haruma Fuji. Haruma Fuji was very acrobatic, just not like Uda acrobatic.
Yeah. Uda is his own
thing, yeah.
his own. I'm not even sure if Uda knows what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just vibing.
I mean, he went from amateur lightweight. He did wrestling, of course, freestyle wrestling. That's where all that comes from, right?
Yeah.
And he did amateur lightweight, and then he joined, I think, university, and then joined professional sumo. So before he got injured, he was small. Like, he wasn't 140 kg. He is now. He's like, he was like what, like 120
Someone
less, maybe even. But yeah, I mean, like, there, I don't see, like, we went to Ura, of course, because Ura is the guy. Ura's the guy. But I think next Basho with the new Yokozuna Hoshoryu.
That's right.
I
Put
think
some respect on his name.
Yokozuna, the 74th Yokozuna Hoshoryu. I think that with his new title, it's going to be a lot of pressure, but I think I want him to win. I want him to win the next Basho as well, to prove that he deserves it and keep the haters quiet. But I feel like he's going to end up with like a 11-4.
I'm not a hater, right?
I don't think so. No. You're not a hater. You have your doubts. That's a different.
Okay.
Having doubts and being a hater is different.
Okay, cool. Because I mean, the person that I hate is Kirishima, but you know.
You mean Kirishima?
I know. I started the hate early. His name won't change.
You started to. You just hated him because you just didn't. You had to pick somebody to dislike.
No, man. It just was the way that my heart went. The heart wants what the heart wants.
I love Kirishima.
Sometimes the heart is about love, but sometimes the heart is about hate.
I love Kirishima.
I know you do.
Or Kirishima right now. I think he, he showed glimpse of himself, old self again. I think Kirishima is capable of getting back to Ozeki.
You think so?
Yeah.
Do you think he's ever going to reach Yokozuna?
No, he won't make it to Yokozuna. But I think he'll be a decent Ozeki. Not like an amazing one, but I think he'll be a decent enough Ozeki. I want to see. I know Oho. You know Oho, right? Oho, who was in the contention for winning the championship. His younger brother, Mudoho won Makushita.
Okay.
And I don't know where his ranking was at. I think he won it 7-0. If he was 15 and above, he will be in Judo next year. Let me check right now. I didn't look at what the. Yeah, he was at this past one. He was at 44. and he won 7-0. And previous times, every time before that, he's made it up to the top end. He's gone. He hasn't kachikoshied at the top end, I don't think. So 7-4, he would probably get up to. I think they'll get him up to the high makushita, 15, I think.
Ooh, you know what? I just want to say one thing. Have you watched Sanctuary?
Yeah, of course.
Interesting. Have you watched Sumo Do, Sumo Don't?
No, I watched half of the first episode.
Not for you?
I don't know. I just never got into it. I might still watch it. I just wasn't something. It's a remake of the original, right?
Yeah. Have you watched the original?
Yeah. No.
Okay. Yes or no?
No, I have not watched the original.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. I just I was thinking about media the other day and just trying to figure out how sumo in the West has been growing so much. And I think it was a big COVID bubble, people just trying to figure shit out. But yeah, because I was talking to people we have our friend that does artwork here and also made us a song for Hoshoryu. Reminds me, I'm gonna add that into somewhere in there. But Hoshoryu is kind of still in people's hearts on the West. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's style based, right? I think people really like that, Watanabe's and that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
But he's evolved past that now. That's not what he solely relies on now. He's got strong legs and he has great. He
still does it though. He still does it. He does it.
But that's not his only thing now.
Yeah.
He can switch. In the past, if he the way he beat who did he beat with going for a throw and then he regained Onosato.
Yeah, Onosato.
I think.
Yeah.
Right. He went for a throw. Onosato held on. And that opened Onosato's right for Hoshoryu to come in and get the shitate and then walk him out. Yeah. Right? So in the past Hoshoryu a year and a half ago would have just kept trying to go for a throw and would have been forced out.
This is
but
true.
I think
so. There has been evolution.
He has evolved.
Okay.
He is no longer the lackluster. Sometimes good, sometimes bad Hoshoryu. I think he is going to be consistently at Yokozuna. He should always be in contention. That's the idea of being Yokozuna.
Okay,
but
so
I think
if we had to guess, next Basho, does he win? What's his numbers?
I want him to win. Will he win? I don't think so. I think either he will
go one of the Ozekis coming back. Because I don't know what happened to Kotozakura. But
I don't know what happened to Kotozakura either. I think he's just. I think it's the same issue with Shodai. I feel like he just not. I don't know how to put it. He's not very strong-willed. If you know what I'm saying, that was Shodai's problem, right?
Yeah.
Shodai just wasn't there. He can beat a bunch of good people. He's good. He's just not there. It was like Ichinojo, same as Ichinojo, right?
Yeah.
Same thing. He's just kind of too.
They kind of fall into that gatekeeper. You know what I mean?
Like
you have to kind of beat this person, regardless of where they're at on the basket. It doesn't matter. But it's they are the person that you kind of have to get past, and once you do, you mentally level up from them.
And I don't think Shodai has done that. I don't know. I see when Kotozakura is on fire, he's on fire. It's just I don't know what the issue was this time. I think he just lost too many in a row and was like, kind of gave up.
Yeah.
But then at Ozeki, you don't want to give up because now he's Kadoban, and if he does the same thing next time, he's drops.
Yeah. Interesting.
I
what do you think happened with our boy Daiki? I'm sorry, Onosato. His mama named him Daiki. All right.
Onosato. I don't know. I think it was just not his basho. I don't know what he was up to, but I think it was just maybe. Was this how many bashos has he been Ozeki now? Was that his first one? No,
No,
it's
no,
not
no.
his first one.
This is his second, I think.
Second one. I don't know. I don't know what happened to him. Like he was doing okay. Like he was at 3 losses and then he lost to Ozeki. He lost to Hoshoryu and then someone else and he went to 10-5, right? I
But
think
he didn't look good.
he didn't look good. He didn't look good at all. I can't remember. I was watching Nato Sumo. You can't find it, NHK. You won't find it this time.
It doesn't exist. We didn't even say it.
We didn't say it. They'll cut that out.
We said
I was watching a video where one of the commentators were talking about Onosato. I can't remember what he said. Something about he's too upright.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's too upright and he relies too much on his height.
You as Ozeki, right? Especially when you're that tall, like you're just absorbing. He was just absorbing Tachiai. He was standing straight up. You know what it kind of reminded me of? Hakuseho.
Hokuseho, yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
But Hokuseho was even taller.
Yeah, he was even taller, but it felt the same. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't nearly as bad. Yeah. It wasn't nearly as bad, obviously. Because he has like different techniques and he's able to actually do sumo. But
I was looking at, well, I never actually followed through with the rumor, but I saw like headlines for rumors about Nishinoseki, so Kisunosato's former Kisunosato's stable.
Yeah.
At one point, they're only training like 3 days a week.
Oh, that'll do
is
it.
what the headline I saw it like, but I don't know. I didn't actually look into it, but I can't tell you for sure. But that was what I saw. So like, and I think Onosato just came up. I mean, he was University Yokozuna, so they put him at 15, right? Makushisha 15, and then he moved up pretty quickly.
Right.
So I think it was just maybe the pressure got to him a little bit.
Maybe it's pressure, maybe it's just training, right? I think training plays more of a role, especially with like hip, like depth, like squat depth and stuff. Like if you're like you can be strong and walk around and feel pretty good, but if you're not getting your rounds in, then you're going to be awkward and stiff in moments that you don't need to be.
Yeah.
Right. And don't get me wrong, we are just average Joes talking about a professional. But like as our job is to judge, because that's what we do.
Well, is it our job or is it just our hobby?
Hey, a hobby and a job are the only thing that's different is something like there's money. And we technically make money from this.
We do?
Yeah, we'll talk about that at a later time.
10 cents.
Hey, man. It all adds up to $1 eventually. But yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Onosato is still my dude. But on the flip side of Onosato, Miyagi's out there killing it.
He did Kachikoshi this time, right?
Yeah.
Wait, I just had the thing pulled up. I didn't check if his name was. He was high up there, so
yeah. And it's pretty rad that like I was in Japan for a week and I met so many different people.
Oh, we got to meet Miyagi, yeah.
Which was dope. So, and it was nice to meet him before, like everybody's like, oh, Miyagi. Can you believe it? It's like, yeah. And then you realize you're like, oh, yeah. I know him because we met him.
Yeah.
So I started following him.
Yeah, and he was a nice guy.
He's great. Yeah. And he really loved the Honu Sumo stickers. So if you're in the market for Honu Sumo stickers, go ahead and purchase them at sandiego.com.
So Miyagi didn't get promoted to Judo, but he was at Makushita 4, and he got 4 and 3. So I'm thinking he's going to be at Makushita 2.
Okay.
And then depending on how bad, if he gets a 4 and 3, and depending on how bad the bottom Judo guys do next basho, he will get promoted.
Perfect.
If he gets a Kashikoshi. But I think he's been up there a couple of times, like around 4 or 5 a few times, and he gets bounced back. Yeah, he's been in the top 15 for quite a while now. He just keeps getting bounced up and down.
Is there was there any other storylines that you wanted to cover from this last basho?
Not really. I like watching Judo. This Judo was fun to watch.
Yeah, Judo was fun. It was fun. I have to set more time aside. I felt like I was just kind of watching sumo off to the side, just like trying to like pick it up here and there. Usually I dive deep into it at work. But right now everything is crushing on me. I think it's always the same. I think that this is the basho that my brain is spinning so fast with all the miscellaneous things that every year I kind of miss this particular basho. But it's okay. All right.
It's okay. Yeah.
It's all right. All right. I think this is a good spot to end it. Again, you can get your merch for Minimum Effort Podcast at SanDiegoSumo.com. And you can get your Honi Sumo gear and all those things that make us awesome, right? Go ahead and represent. Drop in the comments what you would like to see. And Daisuke.
Minimum effort to the max. Sumo wrestling, no tracks. JJ and Mengkin just relax.